Hey all, here OSandVTXReviews.com. You're watching our video review of the Accordion Kickstand style iPhone hard case for the iPhone 4S, and it's also available for the iPhone 5. As a generic version of the Kickstand case, it's offered for only $5 MRSP, which is very inexpensive and cost effective. You can purchase this at Amazon.com and also on eBay exclusively. This device is basically a generic version of the more expensive Pure Gear shell case, which offers a kickstand, which uses the same design on the back, essentially. Instead of having a kickstand be an accessory, essentially it's built in right into the case, which is very good, especially if you're a fan of watching movies on the go, or web browsing, or showing slideshows on the go. It provides a great kickstand that's built in, it's effective, it's cool, and it's also very, very portable and doesn't take up any space at all, which offers, again, a very unique design that we appreciate. As you can see here, the back device is also has this very cool crisscrossing design that I'm a pretty big fan of. It allows the device to be gripped pretty easily in one hand, and also provides a nice matte finish. It's a soft touch material, which allows the device not to slide back and forth when you're putting it on different surfaces, and it's not going to scratch the device at all. So in essence, it combines the best of the best in terms of both soft cases as well as hard cases, which is pretty nice. Now the start of the show is also located on the back, which is the accordion style kickstand. Of course, you use your hands to prop it up like so. And then afterwards, you'll have the stand be able to slide back and forth on this mechanism rail, and it's going to, there's only one setting for the stand itself, but once it's done, it allows the device to be stand up in this portrait mode for you to watch movies and content on the go in a very comfortable and nicely angled design. Although there's only one angle on this particular model, we found that it was adequate for most usages. Of course, if you're watching on different levels of table heights, it's not going to be the most comfortable. You can't adjust the height of the kickstand, but for the most part, having this kickstand there, in addition to getting a case for such a low price point of only $5, is very worth it. So it's a great budget, and it's a great overall purchase if you're looking for a kickstand and a case in one. Taking the kickstand back is also pretty simple. You just prop it up like so, and then you can slide the kickstand back in place, push it in there, and then you're ready to go and just use it as a regular case. Now, the interesting thing about the kickstand in this case, of course, is that it does have the portrait mode instead of a horizontal viewing landscape mode for watching content and looking at apps and stuff. So when you're, for most people, when they're watching YouTube videos or looking at web browsing and slideshows, they tend to use the horizontal view for the kickstand instead of the vertical one. But again, this one uses the vertical one, which, allows for a more unique design like this, but also it limits the practicality of the sliding case and the functionality of the entire kickstand. However, there are certain apps that will benefit from this. For example, examples would be certain apps and games that can only run in this one mode. For example, WeChat is a good example. So if you want to buy this case for video chatting, it's pretty good because it allows the application can only run in this portrait mode, and you can just put it on here and then video chat with your friends and family using the camera on the front without having to hold the phone if you want to just put it on the surface, which is very comfortable. As far as the cases are concerned, it's not the most protective in terms of having all the ports actually protected. The top and the bottom of the device are actually left bare. So as you can see here, it's going to actually not protect the top, which includes the 3.5mm headphone jack and also the power on and off switch. And also on the bottom includes the stereo speakers and the 30-pin dock connectors. But the sides of the phone will be protected. For example, you can see how the volume controls and the shift buttons will also be basically protected, which is pretty nice and still pretty easy to press, even though it's a little bit more recessed than normal. Overall, it's a pretty nice looking case. It definitely works very well. It's very comfortable to use. It comes in different colors, such as black and white and blue, and also it has a very interesting design on the back. As far as usability and durability, we think that the case is pretty good. The sliding mechanism feels a little bit weak, and consistently using the kickstand back and forth might reduce the functionality over time. It might break down, but overall, for $5, you can't really go wrong with this case if you're looking for a kickstand, looking for something unique, generic, but also very protective for your iPhone 4S or even iPhone 5. I think you'll do well with this case. Just note its limitations, such as the portrait orientation of using the kickstand, and the fact that durability and the protectiveness isn't the best out of all hardcover cases out there. Overall, pretty interesting case, and we definitely recommend it. Thanks for watching here at OSandVTXReviews.com. This has been our video review of the Accordion Kickstand hard shell case for the iPhone 4S.